Hi everyone, welcome back to CrochetRocks. My name's Tracy and this is another open with me, and today we have the Inside Crochet Magazine. So check in that it's not Christmas edition like the last magazine that I got picked up, but then this one isn't in a bumper pack, so they can't hide that. But this is kind of nice. It's got a lot of granny square projects, and I have to say I have made something very similar to this in my youth. Haven't done anything like it for a long while. I used to make a lot of wearables, but for some reason I haven't for a long time. I don't know why. I don't know. Anyway, this is $6.99 and it's issue 134. And it's kind of nice. So let's have a little look. So this is Inside Crochet, and I'm not sure if this is the one that we weren't particularly keen on the way it was set out last time. Not sure, but we will go ahead. So it looks like it's got quite a few nice patterns in here. I'm not really sure what mindful crochet is, but I seem to see that sort of headline all over the place. We've got tote and purse and a wall hanging, which I never have made a wall hanging, don't understand why I need to, and a Brighter Days scarf, as well as this here kind of shawlette thingy, and this, and probably more besides. So here we go, let's have a look then. And there's a lot about overlay crochet, which I'm really a big fan of, and I used to do a lot. I did a little bit of overlay crochet in a tutorial for a hot water bottle cover, which can also be used as a gift bag. It had a Father Christmas kind of theme because it was a Christmas one, but that had some overlay. So here we go. Here's the contents. So we've got a little cardigan very similar to that waistcoat thingy, tank top, whatever you want to call it. This is very intricate, isn't it? I do like these kind of blankets. Having said that, I've never made one, but I don't know why, to be honest with you, because I really like them. It doesn't seem like it's took a lot to make that very big round into a square though, does it? So that shouldn't be too difficult. This is quite a nice, I know it's a shawl. I think it might be a shawl rather than a poncho. And then there's this little picture. Yeah, this is the one. We weren't keen on the layout of this, as I remember rightly. Showed lots of little pictures of all the things that are in the magazine to make. So here we go. Let's hope this one's better than the last then. As I say, I think we didn't really go much on it. In the loop. This is just lots and lots of little things you can get, like Indian Spring. Find the printed booklet for £5.95. So just like little adverts really. And Yarn Revival, The Return of Peter Pan and Wendy, launched first in 1928 and fell into administration last year. It was rescued by new owners, thank goodness for that, because I love that yarn, in the past year. They've worked on improving the manufacturing and fibre. It was good enough before. The range includes Peter Pan, Precious Chunky, Wendy, Wool Super Chunky, and we think it's worth giving a great try. So from £2.75 at Wool Warehouse. I think I did buy some. So that's cool, isn't it? Shop sustainably with plant-based fibres. That might be interesting. Organic cotton. Well, that's always been plant-based, for goodness sake. That's not new, is it? I dare say there is lots of new things in that, maybe. So let's move on. Amber Millard, who has a bit of a feature. I think it's a Q&A sort of thing. I have no idea if she is. I'm not up on a lot of these designers, you know. Never really followed them. It's an interesting skirt, a bit pleated. But I think it looks like it's made in, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? To make it in strips, like a mile a minute type thing. I think it obviously gets larger as it gets down the bottom. But that is kind of interesting. I wonder if that is actually in this magazine. So we now have, what's this? They usually do a recipe. We had one before, didn't we? This is for chunky... Oh my God. Why do they have these words I don't understand? Mutabel. Mutabel is traditionally a smoky aubergine dip. Rustic version makes it more of a main event. To serve with couscous or stuffed into a wrap. Converted many an aubergine hater with this recipe. Well, I don't think Gary would like it, but, you know, proof of the pudding, although it isn't a pudding, you know what I mean. Loopknitting.com. Now that looks nice. Looks like quite good yarn. Not bad. Hope you're seeing this. It's very, very sunny today. So I don't know whether to pull the blind a little bit and see if it makes anything easier for you guys or not. Oop. There we go, got stuck. Well, that does make a difference, doesn't it? I've got my light on, so you should see fine. So that's good. I quite like this. It's very rustic looking, like rustic crochet. I do like the look of it. Sometimes I feel like it looks rough, you know, like it would be scratchy. But if you used a good yarn, then maybe not. Might be worth investigating. Is there 2 pages there, or is it just one thick one? One thick one. More and more yarn suppliers. Fine Fettle Fibres UK. There's a lot of little outlets advertised in these magazines, which it can be a bit of a find. So that's not bad to check them out now and then. Books. Not really up for any more books at the minute. Part 1, painting with yarn. So really it's just about using colour. Masterclass of overlay crochet. And the overlay I've done is not been... I have done this before where I've overlaid like this, but wasn't that intricate. It was just a little thing that I did in one of the tutorials, but I didn't go massively into detail. Bloomy Wheel Mandala. Kind of pretty. You see a lot of overlay in mandalas. It's nice. What's this? Digital subscriptions start from as little as $19.99 for 6 months. But then you would never get a free gift. Not that there was one in this, I have to say. Bit stingy. Just saying. Come and crochet with me. A bit of an editorial. I'm not going to read that though. It'd be a bit much. Sitting there listening to me read. Little box of crochet, the Crochet Sanctuary, Coastal Crochet, all kind of crochet alongs and things you can kind of look at and follow. Maybe I should advertise in a magazine. What do you think? Practical Patchwork. Now I do like this. I used a lot of different colour squares and making them up into something before. I did a really lovely blanket. I did one for Harley and then I did one for Tyler, but we happened to have a bit of an accident with Tyler's one. But there was lots of big squares and I had some that had puffy designs on as well. And then there was lots of small ones in contrasting colours around them. It was lovely. I believe he's still got it, Harley. Tyler's died, sadly. So yeah, we've got some patchwork things to do. And there's that waistcoat tank top thing. I have made one of those in my time. Quite simple, so not hard to make. And there's the cardigan version and the scarf. So these are all the big pictures of the patterns that will be in here. blacksheepwools.com advert for them. Too many adverts in magazines, I find. So this is just a wall hanging. Now if I made that, I'd want it to be a poncho. What would be the point of a wall? I don't understand. Not for me. Not for me. So this is the bag and the purse to match. It's a very simple square one, I think. And it reminds me I really must get on with mine. And recently I've been using big pom-poms on scarves and things like that, but I've never thought to put them on a blanket. I might do that, you never know, one of these days. And then those are super cute, aren't they? I do like the look of those. If you can't make something that's a little hard wearing on the sole, then I wouldn't really wear them. I don't have stairs anymore, which was one of the biggest reasons I didn't wear things like that, was because they were too slippery on the stairs. but you know, I like the look of those, but I would have to kind of get some rubberized backing for them. That's just looks like it's sewn, to be honest with you. I think Donna Wolfe from Nastasia.com did one where it was like that on the inside, but it was a crocheted outside. Looked very intricate, mind. So I like the look of this bag. I've made one very similar to this in the past, where I had like granny squares down the side and the bottom and a big granny square at the front. Always popular. And then we've got this one. Why not hook up with Alessandra Poglagliomi muted patchwork blanket. It's easy for you to say. Sorry about that, love. Forgot your name a bit wrong. It was a bit of a mouthful for me trying to read it on camera. Never mind. So this is just showing you how to join various joins. Take time to play around with different methods, which is what I've always said, and I've got a few tutorials on different joins, like the zigzag join and the zip join and things like that. These don't seem to be like that. They're just ways to join with the normal join, if you catch my drift. Joining it in the normal way, but different ways to join it in the normal way. So this is the chart that you might, if you wanted to make something like this. Patchwork pop vest. So nothing new, mind you. Like I said, made one in my youth. Aran jumpers and patchworks. This is all kind of cabled, I guess. Is that knitted? I don't know. Can't quite figure that one out. If that's got a knitted panel or not. I'm not sure. Might be crocheted, but it does look knitted. Looks knitted to me. Let's get this up. That's down. Let's go up a bit. It does look like it might be in knitted panels. Although, that one does look crocheted. Maybe they are. Maybe they're crocheted. Let's go down again. No, it's up. Goodness. It's because the opposite is true. The opposite being true. So it has got a crocheted outer. It's just this rustic kind of crochet. It's corner to corner squared hook case. But this you'd have to be good at sewing, really, wouldn't you, to be able to make that as well. I don't have a sewing machine, but you never know one of these days. Gary did ask me if I wanted one. I don't know where I'd put it, mind you. So this is the design, but I think you could make a really nice picture of your own rather than that. So the half square triangle shawl. Half square is a triangle. So yeah, that's all right. I don't know if I'd like it to be that jazzy on me though, but it's nice for other people, not for me. And this is the Gigi Cardigan, bolero kind of style. Don't really like baggy arms like that. Don't really know me. My arms have to be right, and it's just too bulky. I don't really think I always feel it's a little bit lazy not to shape them. I don't see why you wouldn't. This is a nice blanket, but it's got a lot going on. Everything seems to be really busy, doesn't it? With colours and textures and everything. They've gone for the kind of crazy mishmash of colours, and it's pretty, mind you. But that looks like a crochet join as you go, doesn't it? It's interlinked that. Interesting, but I don't know. Utopia jumper, that's the one we saw earlier. I quite like doing things like this. I have done it a few times in the past. I haven't done any tutorials like it though. It was just a cot blanket that I made for Harley. Star stitch hanger. Makeup and coat hanger. Big advert for the Wool Warehouse. I do like the Wool Warehouse, I must admit. One of my first orders was with them. And I would go back, but I'm trying to try new. Although Deramores just keeps pulling me back in with their money off. That's the Hope Rainbow Scarf. Now that's quite nice. Not sure what this bit is though. Looks like it's kind of in a way of attaching it, because that looks like a little proper little press stud sort of thing. So that looks like a way of joining them together. So you'd loop it through there and it'd stay on. Yeah, I don't think I'd bother with that little loopy thing. The scarf in itself isn't bad though, at all. I've got a feeling I've seen this one before. Wasn't that last week? I don't know, maybe it was in last week's or in something. This is the granny shopper. Nice and easy. Maybe I'll make one day. Maybe I'll do a tutorial. It's quite simple. It's not that hard to do. And there's the other one with the diamonds on. Retro tote bag and pouch. Pouch? Where's the pouch then? Oh, just put it in there. Like a front pocket, perhaps. So is she putting the... Nope, thought she might be putting the purse in, but she isn't. It's just possibly a pouch then, like a front pocket. There's the purse to match. There's these really cute slippers. I love llamas. Hippie llama slippers. I love llamas and alpacas. They're my favourites. But aren't they just gorgeous? They're really cool. I like them a lot. The magazine's just... It's worth it just for them, really. I would buy the whole magazine just to get those. Just to make them. Although I don't think I probably will. Probably won't make them, but they do look cool. They look very cool. Next month we have... Is that a mirror? Do you think that's a mirror? Looks like perhaps a mirror cover. It's an interesting idea to put in the living room, isn't it? I must say, quite like that. It's kind of unusual. Bunting. I did make some rainbow bunting, but I was actually going to do some balloons, rainbow balloons. Get round to doing that. Baby blanket. I'm not sure I like it. It's just weird. No. There's the pattern if anybody did want to do it. I don't know. Things off centre don't really sit well with me. They need to be a bit symmetrical. So then you subscribe today and we've got this brilliant Crochet Iconic Woman book for free. We saw that last time, I think, where you could make lots of little amigurumi iconic women, should you wish. Subscription form. Never miss an issue again. So that's Inside Crochet this month. The usual basics and abbreviations and doodads. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Burnout velvet. That would be really heavy then, wouldn't it, making that? That's just an advert. They don't tell you how to make it. So that's it, cover to cover. No free gift this time. Plenty of granny square options. I have to say, lots of things very easy to make in this one. So if you're a beginner, it might be a good magazine. Because these things, they are pretty, they're effective, they're very easy to make. The llama slippers, on the other hand, probably not as easy. And I would love them, but it's whether I get round to making them. So thank you for watching. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you on the next magazine opening. Bye for now, everyone.